Hello guys, how are you all doing today? Hope you're all fine. How's the quarantine going? It's getting good, boring, you're getting tired of it? I'm doing quite fine, to be honest. These days I took advantage to just reorganize my CD collection. It was a big work, to be honest. But now it's done, and I'm gonna show you today, first of all, my Gary Moore CD collection, okay? I've been wanting to do it for long, but I didn't have the time, or my CD collection was so deorganized that I didn't find them. So I just picked them all up, put them in a place, and today I took them off to show you, okay? So let's start taking a look at it. I started to like his music when I was around 4 or 5 years old, something like that, okay? And it was thanks to this VHS tape, of course, as you can see, it is White Frontier Tour, okay? And to be honest, I started to watch it because it just called me the cover. I was hoping to see that guitar on the video, but it wasn't there, okay? This is an Spanish edition of it. It's great. It's really fucking great, let me tell you. But is that Eric Singer on drums from Kiss, Alice Cooper, Badlands. He's been on the Lita 4 band too, and lots more of bands and solo artists that doesn't come to my mind at the moment. So this was my introduction to Gary Moore when I was a little kid. And since then, I've been loving his music non-stop, okay? I've been trying to collect his albums, but some of them are so difficult to find, and I don't know. But okay, everything started thanks to this VHS tape, and thanks to my brother Jose that let me watch it for the first time, and since then he gave it to me because I was watching it almost every day. This one, Kiss My Ass, and Kiss Exposed, Kiss Confidential, Kiss MTV Unplugged, and Metallica, Cunning Stones, and Cliff 'Em All were a daily watch for me as a kid on the weekend. So there's that, okay? Now let's start checking my CDs. Here we have the Gary Moore Band. This is Grinding Stone, we can say is his first solo album. Super progressive stuff in here. A fun listen, to be honest. This is a UK pressing from 2017. I got it in FNAC for around 11 euros. And pretty cool, to be honest. Pretty cool album. Some cool songs in there. I mean, Time to Heal is awesome. Spirit, I like it. And Boogie, My Way Back Home, is a great song. So that's for Grinding Stone. I have to admit, it has a pretty awesome cover too. I also have it on vinyl. And being honest, when I'm going to pick this album, I always search more for my vinyl than for this one. So there's that. Still a great listen. It sounds awesome. Then after that, you know, he recorded some Stone with Thin Lizzy, with Colosseum, other stuff. Then went back to Thin Lizzy, recorded Black Rose, one of my all-time favorite albums. Have the CD, but I don't put it in the Gary Moore collection because this is about his solo stuff. Second one, we have Back on the Streets. This is the 2013 reissue, 2013, yes. Okay, with is 4 bonus tracks, okay, on it. Great listen again, pretty fun album. It's an album that I discovered again when I was a kid. I downloaded the full collection, the full discography. And this one surprised me quite a lot. I mean, you have basically Thin Lizzy on here, you know? I mean, favorite songs, Back on the Streets, Don't Believe the Word, Fanatical Fascist, Hurricane, What Would You Rather Be or I Was, Parisian Walkways is on here, Spanish Guitar, great stuff. The GeForce album, one of those ones that I discovered thanks to internet, you know. This is a Russian edition of it, okay? I got it in the last record fair I went there in France. I have also the vinyl, and it looks like that, okay? I mean, I love all the tracks from this album. Pretty, let's say, pop, metal, something like that, or more pop oriented, more AOR style, you know, more radio friendly, and I don't know, great album. Is that I have also lots of vinyls from him. This one is one of them. I also have Grinding Stone. I have Life at the Marquee. I have quite some stuff, but sadly I'm missing the next one that comes after this one, that is Dirty Fingers. Don't have it on CD or in any format. But now we're talking about this baby, and what can I say? It was one of my top 100 albums of all time. And songs like You, She's Got You, I Look at You, Because of Your Love, Hove Gossip. Awesome, okay? Just awesome. Now we jump some years in time and we get to Corridors of Power. This is one of the first European CD editions from it. I got this album when I was like, what, 19 years old, you know? Something like that, 9, 10, maybe 11? You know what is that? It's just a great album. You have Ian Pace on drums. Just a fantastic album, okay? As you can see, it's, like I was telling you, one of the first editions. I mean, it has Don't Take Me for a Loser. I love that one. Always Gonna Love You, great ballad, and I'm not a ballad guy, you must know that by now. Wishing Well, Gonna Break My Heart Again, Fall in Love with You, Ends on the World with Jack Bruce, and I Can't Wait Until Tomorrow. Pretty enjoyable listen, okay? Next up, of course, it couldn't be missing from my collection, we have the classic Victims of the Future, okay? This is the remastered 2002 edition. I guess I got it by the time when the release, this release was released, okay? And look at that. It's beautiful, okay? Still in great condition. And I mean, you know, just a classic album. You have Victims of the Future, Teenage Idol, Shape of the Things, Empty Rooms, All I Want, Hold On to Love, and surprisingly, there is also the next album I'm gonna show you. It includes the Empty Rooms 84 remix. And of course, that album is Run for Cover, again, one of these remastered editions. And I used to have, when I was young, when I was a kid, better said, more like a pre-teenager or maybe teenager, an original American CD that I got in FNAC as an importation stuff for like €5, but don't know what happened to it. Well, anyway, I'm happy to have this baby in my collection again. Such a great, underrated album in my own opinion, you know. Again, looks like that. I mean, you have Run for Cover, Military Man, Empty Rooms, the 84 version, Once in a Lifetime, All Messed Up. And you have, as bonus track, Still in Love with You, Stop Messing Around, and More Than in the Skies, live. Pretty cool album. Then we have this box set kind of thingy, okay, that includes Wild Frontier and After the War, okay. Two really great albums, okay. Let's start with Wild Frontier. Of course, this has to be one of my all-time favorites, you know. great songs in here all the way, you know. You have Over the Hills and Far Away, 12-inch version. You have Wild Frontier 12 version, Thunder Rising, Crying in the Shadows. Awesome stuff, okay? Looks like that. Next, of course, like I was telling you, we have After the War. You have Ozzy Osbourne in this album. Is great, you know. Not as good as the one that I just showed you, but still pretty good, okay? You have After the War, Speak for Yourself, The Messiah Will Come Again, Ready for Love, Blood of Emeralds. Good album, but not as good as Wild Frontier. And he started getting bored with all the metal, hard rock stuff. He was finding himself in the backstage playing more blues than any other thing. So he decided to release Still Got the Blues. I mean, it's thanks to that man that I love the blues, that I play blues sometimes too, you know. And still it's a pretty rock album, you know. Pretty strong album. Really quite like it. I mean, you have Moving On, Oh Pretty Woman, Walking By Myself, Still Got the Blues. Of course you have Midnight Blues, Stop Messing Around. And this is the remastered edition, of course it has the Strumble too, and things like that. Pretty solid album. One of my favorite blues albums by him is of course After Hours, you know. As you can tell, it's a pretty old copy too, and a brilliant album, okay? Looks like that. And maybe I like it so much because I'm a big fan of Blues Alive that I will show you in a moment, okay? I love Cold Day in Hell, Don't You Lie to Me, I Get Evil, Story of the Blues, Separate Ways, Jumping at Shadows, Nothing's the Same. I mean, one of his best blues albums in my opinion. Blues Alive. I remember my brother having this one on vinyl. You know, I later saw years and years after in Harmony a copy with a blue and a red vinyl. Way too expensive for me, but if I could I would have bought it, okay? And of course, this has Cold Day in Hell, Walking By Myself, The Story of the Blues, Oh Pretty Woman, Separate Ways, Too Tired, Still Got the Blues, Parisian Walkways, all those classics, okay? The CD looks like that. And yes, you can get more classic blues than this one from Gary Moore. Just, I would say, my favorite 90s blues album by the man. I was about to don't include this one, but I had to. I had to, because I really like it so much. This is BBM. You have Ginger Baker on it, you have Jack Bruce and Gary Moore on here. Basically, a Cream reunion without Eric Clapton. Still the Cream style. Pretty cool album. This is one of the first editions. I got it in Retro Buster in Tournai in Belgium for €4. And it looks like that. But before that, I got myself the remastered edition, okay, which it has like four bonus tracks, sorry, and it's great. My favorite songs would be Waiting in the Wings, Where in the World, Glory Days, Naked Flame. I mean, pretty strong album. Looks like that this edition, okay, like that. I'm pretty happy to have both of these versions in the collection. They are really that great. Then after that he got a little bit tired of all the bluesy albums. He released an album that I love, but sadly I don't have that. It's called Dark Days in Paradise. But I wish I had it. I had the opportunity to buy it not too long ago, but the CD was not in the greatest condition, so I had to leave it go by, sadly. You know, I mean, the cover was fine, the CD was maybe playable, but it was way too scratched up for paying, say, €6 for it. No, thank you. And then he released even a weirder one that I do own, because I found it in a record fair for €5. That is a different beat, okay? It's weird, but I like it, okay? It's really weird. You have Go On Home, Lost in Your Love, Fire, Surrender, Fat Boy, We Want Love. I mean, it's a pretty strange album in my opinion, but still cool, okay? Also, I love the cover from it, it's cool. Now is where the collection is really going all the way, you know, missing lots of stuff. But I'm gonna show you a rarity that is the interview disc for Back to the Blues. Got it for, as you can see, for €1 in Retro Buster in Belgium. So I couldn't leave it go by. I don't think it's more than 20 minutes long. But here, doesn't even have a booklet, looks like that. Didn't listen to it yet. And here you have that. Nothing else to it, promotional CD. For €1, had to pick it up, yes or yes. The Back to the Blues album, of course, had to have it. If I had the interview, have to buy that one too. You know, didn't listen to this one very much. You can tell all the early 2000s, late 90s paraphernalia in there. You know, like the pod, like the old Mac computer. You know, it's a pretty strong album. I didn't listen to it lots, but I really quite enjoy Enough of the Blues, Stormy Monday, Drown in Tears, How Many Lies. Pretty strong album, but we'll have to listen to it more. But my favorite blues album from him, without a doubt, is Power of the Blues. I mean, what a great fucking album. You have Power of the Blues, There's a Hole, Tell Me Woman I Can Quit You Baby, That's What I Played the Blues, Evil Gets Away Blues. I mean, fucking awesome. The CD looks like that. This one I got it in FNAC for an offer of €5. I didn't see it in long, so when I saw it, I had to snatch it up and buy it more for that price. Don't have As Close As You Can Get or something like that is called, because I didn't just find it, okay? But I do have Bad For You Baby, bought it in Collector's Boutique in France for like €5, really good price. More Rocky's album, this one still bluesy, but more into rock and roll style, you know? I didn't listen to this copy yet, I listened to it a bunch when it came out. And it's just new. I mean, the CD is like brand new, you know? And I love Bad For You Baby, Umbrella Man, Walking Through the Park, I Love You More Than You Will Ever Know, Mojo Boogie, Did You Ever Feel Lonely, Trouble and Far Behind. Pretty strong album, okay? Next up, we have Live at Montreux 2010. Great gig, back to the hard rock metal here. He wanted to make a hard rock metal album, but sadly he died a little bit after this concert. I have also the DVD, a DVD edition that includes that DVD, includes the 1990 Montreux too, and includes Blues for Jimmy, that I don't have on CD neither. But this concert is just way great, you know. You have Over the Hills and Far Away, Military Man, Days of Heroes, that is a new song. Where Are You Now, that is a new song that I love. So Far Away, Empty Rooms. You have Oh Wild One, new song. Blood of Emerald, So Out in the Fields, Walking by Myself, Johnny Boy, and of course, Parisian Walkways, you know. It looks like that. This one I got it in Cultura in France for like €5. Couldn't leave it go by, of course not. Okay, now the rest of my CDs are just, let's say, compilation albums by him, okay? First of all, we have this one that is Always. Basically, it's a mixture of those three albums, you know, those three albums that are so difficult to find. There are GeForce, Life at the Marquee, and Dirty Fingers, which I need, you know. Has Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood, Hot Gossip, Really Gonna Rock You Tonight, Really Gonna Rock Tonight, sorry, Back on the Streets Live, Dallas Warhead Live, Parisian Walkways Live, the instrumental version, Nuclear Attack, Run to Your Mama, The Woman's in Love, Kidnapped, Dirty Fingers, Dancing, White Knuckles, Rockin' and Rollin', and Hiroshima. This one I got it in El Rastro for just 1 year when I was like, well shit! Another Gary Moore compilation! Let me have it! Why do I say that? Because you're gonna see, okay? Again, this one I guessed is just obligatory to own, is Ballads and Blues. This is the edition with CD and DVD. Oof. Being honest, it's not one that is on my CD player often, because, hey, but it's fine, it's cool to have at least, you know? Cool to have at least. So I can't talk too much about this one. You will see that I collect mostly those kind of weird compilations of those early albums. I also have the counterpart of Ballads and Blues, for me that is Out in the Fields, the very best stuff, okay? You have Out in the Fields, of course, Over the Hills and Far Away, Run for Cover, Parisian Walkway, sorry, I have a lot subs there, Empty Rooms, The Roner, Military Man, After the Wall, Cold Day in Hell, White Frontier, Still in Love with You, Wishing All Friday on My Mind, Still Got the Blues, and Ready for Love. So basically, yes, the other part, we can say is the second part, also, I know it is, of Ballads and Blues. Pretty cool to have. Okay. I said I had mostly of the early albums, but it's not true. I just had another one. I thought I had more. We have, again, the collection. And what does that album has, Danny? But let me show you first, and I tell you. This one, I bought it in Disco Centro for like $2.50. So I said, let me just grab it, you know. And it has White Knockers, Rockin' and Rollin', Youth, It's Got You, Hiroshima, Dirty Fingers, Bad News, Run to Your Mama, Really Gonna Rock. And the rest is live stuff of Back on the Streets, Parisian Walkways, Dancing, Nuclear Attack, and Dallas Warhead. Okay, so that's that one. There we have the best of the blues. I just got it because it was a good offer. I think it was $4.99 in FNAC, so I have to get it. One CD is just the greatest hits, you know, of re-recordings, things like that, of some songs. And CD 2 is just a bonus live CD, okay? It looks like that. One CD is red, the one I think is blue. Yes, it is blue. And not one that is, again, often on my record player, but still it's cool to have in the collection. Okay, just 2 more to go. My first Gary Moore greatest hits was this one, and it's really awesome. It's the Platinum Collection, the 3 CD set. You have 1 CD that is all the rock stuff, CD 2 is blues, and CD 3 is live stuff, okay? Great compilation, okay? Paid like €7 for it. Not bad. It looks like that. It's part of those remastered stuff. So great. Looks like that, okay? And the last I have to show you, Gold. I mean, I just think it's a reduction of this one and they compress it into 2 CDs. That's all. Because looking at it, I just think all those songs are in there. So yeah, the cover I think is broken. I think so, so I'm gonna just keep it like that. The CD 2 I think is the same, but all the way around. Yes, look. So there's that for my Gary Moore collection. Hope you liked the video. As always, See you soon and take care.